Hello everybody, Aaron the Bear. It's going to be another video for the mobile game Whiteout Survival. Please like and subscribe, hit that bell notifications if you like my content, and I'm going to try to keep this video short. I did make a couple other videos actually about this new event that they're rolling out into the game. One of them I will have in the pinned comments. I'll have both of those. The top one will be a suggestion video on some things you might have noticed while you played, if you did do a battle yet, and explain what some things you might have seen. If you had any issues, you could post comments in that video. And also at the end of that video, it will walk you through how to go to their Discord site. I will put the links in that video for their Discord, and it will show you step by step how you can actually submit suggestions on their Discord site if you want to go over there and put in suggestions. I will also show you a video of the first battle that our alliance did, and before I show you that, I'll go over some of the issues that I think that's happened that caused that issue we had in that battle. One thing I know we want to remind everyone is that this is a new event, and these are one of the difficult ones. Okay, so I don't want anyone to point any fingers at any, the developers and everything. There's a lot of trial and error and adjustments they're going to have to make on some of this stuff to get these events right. This is a very important event too, and I want to really stress this to everybody right now. If you still wanted to listen to what I'm going to tell you right now, I can't stress enough the importance of you giving feedback to either to go to their Discord, go to their customer service in your profile settings, or even post comments in my video. For some reason, you just don't want to go to their Discord site and post a suggestion and have your Discord name be pushed up right up on top of the suggestion so everyone else can see who you are. That could be an issue, maybe. So you might want to maybe just post a comment in my video, and I can promise you I'm not going to disclose who anyone is if you want to make a suggestion. I did bring that to someone's attention about that fact that I had an issue with their Discord suggestion area where they were basically putting everybody's Discord name on the very top of each suggestion. You do have to put your player ID in there, so if they really wanted to know who you are, they could figure out who you are. And they could even know who you are just by your posting. They could, hopefully they're going to get that removed. I told the one guy, I was like, this isn't a popularity contest here, it's supposed to be for suggestions, people shouldn't have to worry about their name being posted on the top of every suggestion they make for the game, I kind of feel that should be anonymous, maybe. Hopefully maybe someone's hearing this, right now. I doubt it, but if they are hearing this in my video right now, that maybe they can fix that soon, because I see that as a problem. Once again, if you have any opinions on any of the things I say, hey, feel free to post them. I think I'm getting in trouble lately because I'm an American. I'm an old school American. We were brought up where everybody has a right to their opinion. No matter what you feel. I think everyone should have an opinion, and I just wanted to stress this enough to everybody. Please, I'm begging you, give feedback. It's getting to the point I might have to even join the developer side from now on, because I'm just not seeing the participation of players in these type of games anymore, to where I'm starting to think, well, you know what? I can't blame the developers for not wanting to change stuff, because people aren't really saying nothing anymore. Maybe it's because people gave up after about 3 or 4 years ago, after realizing they couldn't get things changed in games, in older games. Maybe that's part of the problem. But I really feel like, it's so important for everybody right now. I'm begging you, give suggestions. If you at least take 2 minutes, post a comment in my video, I'll gather all the information or whatnot, and then I'll relay things and concerns that I see from people to people who need to have this feedback. And you won't have to, they won't even know who it's coming from. So maybe that will help if you want to post a comment in my video. I just wanted to throw that out there. I want to stress that. I'm going too far into this. But the issues I had is, I'm going to scroll down here. Let me get me a second here. I'm trying not to keep this too long, guys, because I know it's not easy all the time. Okay, where's it at? Okay, right here. This is one of the concerns. I brought this up to that feedback video. Okay, I won't go over it too much, but if you want me to kind of show you that what my concerns actually came true on our first battle. Now that's not to say that it's always going to be that way. Maybe it's just a bad situation. Maybe people need to get more familiar with doing this event. That could be very well too. This could take months, guys, for them to get the feedback they need, but they got to be getting it, you know. So you got to give it to them. I say right here what happened with us. We had the first one. You can see the voted. This is the voting process. I explained more in the other video, but basically we picked 14 UTC. Okay, we got 20 UTC. Okay, so keep this in mind. That's a 6-hour difference than what most of the people wanted. So that could have played an effect. I think we got like 16 people that actually participated, or 17 out of the 23 that actually did get into it this time around. For the first one, I guess people had issues, but and then the other team, they had 30 people, and they only had 2 people show up. So I mean, people, I'm just getting to the point, I can't even talk in chats anymore, in texts anymore. It's just too slow for me. I don't have time to sit there and try to explain my perspective and everything to people, for an hour on text chat anymore. I got, this ain't my day job, I gotta work, I gotta research things in the game, I gotta play the game. I don't have time anymore to sit down and talk. I would love to be able to chat with people for an hour and try to explain my one point I'm trying to emphasize, but I just can't do it no more. So mainly all my feedback is probably going to come from my videos, and hopefully somebody will eventually start watching them and pick up on what I'm getting at. But I think that's the issue. I think it was just because of the time frame. We picked, maybe at that time was closer together. Maybe instead of 20, that had been 18, it was only a 4 hours or a 2 hours difference. Maybe I'm thinking maybe they don't have enough servers yet, maybe, and enough participation to get the right matchmaking. I do think they're on to something. I am impressed. I don't want anyone thinking I'm ragging on them. I am impressed that they did a good job at the matchmaking power and everything. I really give them that credit. I just don't think the participation was there. I do have some ideas, but at this point, unless someone comes to me or asks me what I think, I'm not going to be voicing too much. But I think the battle itself was great. I mean, I think our clan had a lot of fun. I think they could have a lot of fun in it. This was what it was when we first started. After the matchmaking, the registration ended. You can see it's a little one-sided there, but the power is not too off. And that's a newer server. They're on 13, we were on 12. So I mean, I'm thinking their matchmaking power-wise is pretty good. I think it's the participation of the players, I think, is the issue. Let me see if I can scroll down anymore. I got some more screenshots. Give me a second here, guys. Okay, this was the final result. Now, if you really look at this, guys, look at the points here. Our team had 497,979 points to their 13,151 points. Now, if that's not a one-sided battle, I don't know what is. But I do think that, maybe in the next event and the following one, maybe this might be improved. Might not have to be any adjustments, maybe. But from my experience in past games, they usually put a cap after a certain point. So, you don't have to sit there. If you're on the losing side and you only got 2 people in a battle, you don't have to sit there for an hour to take a loss, So that might be, and I still think that might be something they might want to consider. At least that's why I bring up things with people. It's not to argue with people. It's just to bring up what should be obvious. But okay, I promise it's the last thing I'll show before I play the video, and you can watch it. I mean, I feel sorry for the guy he was from Thailand. I think there's a Thailand one. That could have been another issue. They matched us with somebody of similar power, but they were at a way different time zone. When we did this battle, it was 3 p.m. On Thailand time. It was 3 a.m. on a Monday morning. So we had at 3 p.m. on a Sunday. They had at at 3 a.m. on a Monday. So that's probably why they only had 2 people even join. So really felt sorry for these guys. And it got to the point, we felt so bad that our leader, she's a great person, she put "don't attack" on that one arsenal. You know, this building, the only building that she was basically trying to get everyone, just let them have something, you know, let them score something just so they can get something, guys, you know. So that's good sportsmanship, at least. So I wanted to throw that out there. Okay, this is actually, I don't know, this might be a new content creator record for this game, but I am literally making a video, playing one of my own videos as I commentate what's going on. So, as you can see, we don't have any players on their side. I'll keep this kind of short. I might put this in the link in the pinned comments too if you want to watch it. It got some music in it too. It's only about 15-16 minutes long, so it's not going to be too bad if you just want to see what I'm getting at with what the concerns I had. There was also another issue I noticed, that when they teleport, like, see right now, there's no one. No one's came. That guy that did finally come, he came, I think, 20 minutes or something later. So, I did notice, though, that I tested out if you could teleport near their safe zone, and you can. So, in past games I've had some of the free players especially were really upset that a big spender could just literally teleport right next to their whole team and just wipe them all out. So they actually, I made a video on that and said that was just part of the game. At first I thought that was a bug, that they could do that in their game, you know. But it was actually the mechanic they put into the game. But then their community got so mad about it and upset about it, they asked them to change it, and they changed it. They put some type of circle perimeter around the free zone area, like a buffer zone, further out, so nobody could teleport near near their front buildings until they controlled some of those buildings over on their side. Then they could teleport. So I don't know what they could do in this one. Maybe people don't want to change it in this. I'm on the fence on that myself. I don't see what, unless people really get upset, I don't see why you would have to change that. But I just wanted to point that out. That was an issue that I had seen in a previous game that basically had this same event. And you can see we still got 0 points on their side on the right. And we got 40, 50,000. It goes up. Let me pause it a little bit here, and I'll give you just a basic recap. Okay, now we're at 150,000 points to 0. So, yeah, it's an exciting battle, that's for sure. Okay, they finally did come, and my hat's off to them guys. The one guy that did come, because, I mean, he could have just said, oh well, but, you know, I mean, he put a little effort in, you know, and so I give him all my hats off for that guy. You can see right now, it's just still, I mean, it's just so one-sided, and we've been going at this now for 36 minutes now, and it's still going. And you know, I think I'm on the fence a little bit about a cap too. I know people want to have points. Maybe they could make a cap to where, okay, like for this instance, whoever gets 200,000 more points than the other team, the game ends maybe, and then the game kind of maybe factors in what the time that's left versus how many points people have got. So like right now, if we had like half the battle was still left, maybe our side we could have got double the points and rewards at that point, and then you could just shut the game off at that time and end it. That might be an option. I don't know. I just want to throw some of that stuff out there in case anybody's watching this, give some ideas. But I kind of feel like they might need to do something with this, because this isn't going to be the only time that this is going to happen. So. Okay, it's even getting worse now, guys. We're at 400,000 points, and they haven't even got 20,000. So, let's see what it goes to here. 400,000. Yep, 400,000 first before they even get 20,000. So, yeah, this is a really, really one-sided. Maybe this is just the first time this will come out, but I think it's a time zone issue. That might be something they might want to consider. I don't know how they could avoid that. Maybe they could make registration a 2-part system. You know, the first part, you vote on the time that you get, and then the second part, everyone says when they can do it or whatnot, and then you get the 30 people who know they can actually do that the time that they know you can do it now, and then start the whole thing. Maybe that might help, but it's not a good sign. Maybe it'll be okay, but from what my first impressions, this is why I make this video. It's not looking good on this, but maybe it'll get better. I'll wrap up the video, but I am gonna I'm gonna give some shout outs for the guys that did a participate on our side, and I'm gonna let you see them. Just give them a little bit of a shout out to my alliance. There's some good people here that they really took care of me, and there's some things came up, and these guys really just the number one in my book. So there's the score coming, almost 500,000 to 13,000, and there's the most valuable player should be coming, Capetta. I'm saying his name right, Capetta. That's all the people who participated. I want to thank them all for joining and letting me participate. They didn't have to let me participate. I was really appreciative of them for letting me join so I could record it. And it was their first battle, so I posted that on their Discord. I gave them so that they could record it, at least have a record of their first battle for their clans. So I thought that was the best thing I could do for them, since they've been so nice to me. So, okay, that's pretty much it. Well, I hope this helped. Once again, I want to remind you that there's links for everything you need. Will be in the pinned comments. So check out those links and give some feedback. They really need it. Anyway, I appreciate everyone for taking the time. I know I'm taking over my time usual, but thanks a lot. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell notifications. I'll talk to you guys later.